Today I'm going to share an easy abstract watercolor landscape painting. This is great for beginners and also if you already feel comfortable exploring intuitive painting techniques. All of the materials will be listed in the description box below in case you'd like to try some new things out. So a lot of what I'll be showing today includes watercolor painting, collage materials, and ink drawing. You can do any type of media that you really enjoy playing with. I'm using a wet and wet technique here. You might have heard me mention that here on the channel or in some of my classes. I love the freedom that brings, the intuitive play that can come up and how the marks and the colors mix together in ways that might not be fully expected on my end. Before we dive deeper, I do just want to ask if you are enjoying this video or any others on my channel to please like it. It does let me know to make more like this for you. It also helps others find the videos that I'm sharing. So once I had that initial layer, as it was drying, I ripped up and shredded some images from a collage magazine that I have linked down below as well. And it does so many different things. I love this part of the process because as the painting's drying, I can notice what images I'm drawn to, what colors. I can really start building and expanding on the palette that I'm making. So I have a lot of warmer tones here. I have the oranges, that deeper, almost makes me think of like a sunrise color, the golds, and I also am looking at different textures that I'm starting to bring into this abstract painting as well. So one of my intentions with this process is not only to have the abstract painting element, but also to have it be more of a landscape in that mandala shape. So within the circle, having the inspiration be a landscape. And so some of you might know I live in beautiful Colorado. I'm surrounded by gorgeous mountains, the Rocky Mountains. And so that's part of my inspiration. A lot of the shapes I'm choosing have those organic lines, some of the crests and the hills that you might see typical in a mountainous landscape. So you can think about what are different landscapes that you might want to include within your circle. And then I'm playing now with the lines on that zebra print that I have. I'm just accentuating some of the curves of the abstract mountains and really just drawing the eye a bit more around the page. And that's something that can be really fun to play with, especially if you're new to abstract painting or if you're exploring intuitive painting as a beginner. It can be really nice to learn different techniques about what draws our eyes to different parts of the page as far as composition goes, or playing with texture or patterns. So one thing that I love to do as well is this marrying between drawing and painting and collage. And collage I find can be really a fun way to give us lots of ideas where we're not having to start from scratch. So I know so many of us can struggle with the blank page or blank canvas and getting started. And so I find having collage work where we have the images already can just help spark and give us a baseline. And so that's one thing I definitely encourage if you haven't tried it before. I really love also doing this in layers, so I can always come back to this. I can do a different 5-minute mindful art activity, and I have a whole separate challenge and playlist and course that's related to that you can check out. But I like that this can be something simple that I can return to. I can do it for 5 minutes, relax, and come back. One other tip that I love to recommend is, especially when you're working abstractly or in a mandala circle shape, is to rotate it so you can see it from different angles. If you liked this easy abstract watercolor painting, I think you'll love this 5-day mandala art challenge I put together for you. So I will see you there.